Dear students of class 10th, today we are going to discuss on the poem Speak Up by Faiz Ahmad Faiz, and this poem is translated from Urdu into English by Professor Shivki Kumar. Speak Up. First and foremost, the theme of this poem, Speak Up. As far as the theme of this poem is concerned, theme of this poem. It is woven around the issue of oppression, barbarism, brutality, cruelty, atrocity, and tyranny of the time when India was under the occupation, servitude, and captivity of British during pre-1947. So, time and again, I would like to say that the theme of this poem, it is woven around the issue of oppression. Number first is oppression. जुल्म जिसे हम कहते हैं, बारबेरिज्म. नंबर 2, बर्बरियत, ब्रुटैलिटी, दरिंदगी, क्रुएलिटी, जुल्म, और एट्रोसिटी. Atrocity also means cruelty. These are synonymous words. And tyranny of the time when India was under the captivity of British, when India was under the occupation, servitude of British during pre-1947. Because we are already aware of this fact that British people governed India up to 1947, and our country was under British occupation. Now the poem aims at inspiring and galvanizing the youth of India at that critical juncture. This poem aims at inspiring and galvanizing the youth of India, at that very critical juncture, and it also encourages the youth of India to express their resentment against the cruel British rule, to express their resentment against the cruelty of British, resentment against the British oppression. The poem really gives voice to voiceless and instigates the oppressed for substantial protest against the oppressor. If the shackles of atrocity are to be shunned, the poet means to say that the chains of slavery will break when the youth of India will resolve themselves to the task of fighting tooth and nail against the Britishers who have enslaved us in the chains of atrocity during that critical juncture of time. Dear students, in this poem, the poet makes use of metaphors and images and many other poetic techniques. And metaphors used in this poem are number first सिमथी, जिसे हम कहते हैं लोहार खाना, सिमथी खारवान. द ओवन, सो खार यथ तनूरस मंज शिश्तर गरमावन. द फ्लेम्स, these are the metaphors used in this poem. The flames, आग के शोले जिसे हम कहते हैं. Padlocks, कुल्फ यथ अस वनान छ. The fetter, the fetters, fetter means chain, जंजीर जिसे हम कहते हैं. Sealed lips, and upright body. Dear students, as far as the red oven is concerned, simply we can say in the blacksmith shop there is red oven, there are fire flames, there are padlocks, there are fetters. And the blacksmith shop stands for the situation the freedom fighters have created for the freedom of their motherland. Blacksmith shop, blacksmith shop. It stands for the situation the freedom fighters have created for the freedom of our motherland. And the red oven, it stands for their boiling courage. The fetters and padlocks, they are the symbols of slavery, which the freedom fighters are determined to break. Dear students, the poet instigates the reader to speak up against the British oppression and naked exploitation of rights. In a nutshell, I would like to conclude that the poet instigates the reader. The poet instigates the reader, to speak up against the British oppression, to speak up, to unlock their tongues and to speak up against the British oppression and naked exploitation of rights, and naked exploitation of human rights during that critical juncture of time. During that critical juncture of time. Simply, I would like to conclude that the poet instigates their countrymen at that very critical juncture of time to speak up against the British barbarism, brutality, tyranny, and terrorism. It is only because he aims at inspiring and galvanizing the youth of India to unlock their tongues and encourages them to express their resentment against the British barbarism. Because the poet reminds the youth to break the shackles, fetters, padlocks, and chains of slavery and servitude, and stir their tongue against the cruelty of British. Thanks a lot.